All right, YouTube, what is going on? It is Boss Man Spencer, aka Isaiah from Ascent Sports, and welcome to another Steelers recap. We lost again, and this time we lost big, horrible game out of the entire team. The game actually isn't even over as I'm recording this, but the NFL, CBS, and whoever else controls it, they decided to just cut off the game, switch games, and right at the fourth quarter. So it is what it is. I think we're down 37-3 right now. Just not a good game. Nothing really positive to take away at all. We're just horrible, and I'm going to talk. What do you want me to say about this game? Josh Allen threw the ball a lot. They caught it a lot. We didn't. We didn't do anything on it. We didn't do anything on offense. We didn't do anything on defense. Josh Allen's really good. The Bills are really good, but we knew that, right? Right. Okay. So I don't even really want to get into the game. Kenny is looking all right, I guess. Well, there's some things I'm gonna get. There's some things I'm gonna get to that it's gonna relate to the game. But like, Kenny's looking all right, I guess. Throwing him in his first start is against the Bills, and this is the game. Like, unbelievable coaching out of Tomlin. But that's just where we're at right now. So yeah, Kenny, welcome to the NFL. You get your first play against the Jets in the second half after taking no first team snaps all throughout practice. You come right in against the Jets. You look all right, and then now your first complete game is against the Bills, who are like the best fucking team in the league. But hey. You completed it, I guess. I don't know what to say. He didn't. I don't even think he didn't throw a touchdown. He might end up throwing a touchdown by the end of the game. I don't know, but that didn't happen. So yeah, just not a good overall game. But first. Like I said at the beginning, we are not a good team. We are a bad team. We have pieces on other places, but like missing T.J. Watt obviously really hurts, and we're missing pieces like on corners, on linebackers. O-line could still be improved. Like, there's D-line could be improved. Like, we're missing some stuff. We're just not a very good team right now, and it's okay to say. I mean, we're 1-4. We're like, only Steelers fans, only Steelers fans will be, Steelers fans and like Cowboys fans, Steelers and Cowboys fans, only them could be 1-4, and like some fans will still be like, nah, like we're good, like it's only these two franchises. I think we're just not very good right now, but it is what it is. If you want to argue it, like, I don't know, cool. I think Tomlin's gonna get his first losing season this year. We don't have a good stretch of games coming up. But yeah. I just don't think we're very good, and honestly, like once again, if TJ his injury got extended about 2 more games, honestly, with how we're looking, like you might as well just sit out the year and get healthy. Like that's me, like that's my opinion. Like he might as well just sit out and get healthy, because we're not doing anything. We can't do anything in the actual games. How are we going to do anything like in the potential future games where the playoffs are on the line and shit? Like it's just not going to happen. This is how we look against the good teams. This is how we look against the Super Bowl contender. So if we're not going to contend, if we can't put up a touchdown against a Super Bowl contender, what's the point? So yeah, TJ, if his injury is bad enough to where it's getting extended, and like we're just not sure if he should come back. Maybe he shouldn't come back. Maybe a top pick wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Would it be the worst thing in the world? I don't know, but I do know what the worst thing in the world is, and that is Matt Canada. This is another point about this game. I said it in the beginning. I didn't want to really talk about this game, but here I am talking about the game. We're having success throwing the ball, and then we just decide to hand it off to Najee, and it's not working. And listen. You guys just got to roll with me on this. You just got to listen to me, okay? I'm not trying to just hate on Najee, man. I'm really not. I'm not trying to just because I like Najee. I'm not trying to just shit on the guy. But it's a waste of a pick. It's a waste of a pick right now. Especially when Jaylen Warren comes in, and I swear to God, like, maybe I'm just lying, and maybe because it's the backup, it's garbage time, when he comes in to run, like, maybe the defenses just don't really give a fuck as much. I don't know. But I swear Jaylen Warren looks better whenever he comes in. And, like, how much can we put on how much can we keep saying it's the Lions' fault? It's the Lions' fault. It's the Lions' fault. I'm thinking the Lions look at least a little better than it has last year in terms of like the pocket, like the actual pocket for passing. And I feel like in running like if Jaylen Warren is finding the hole and having success, why is it not working? By the time we get it all figured out, it's gonna be like 2-3 years from now. By the time we're actually like good again, and that's when we need Naj, not now. And he was a first round pick, and Kenny was also a first round pick, and we don't even have an offensive coordinator for the guy. We're not doing anything for these guys right now. Like it's just not a good situation. And I'm saying this because to the Najee point specifically, some of it is on Najee, and I think there's been rumors about him being hurt. So we'll give him that too. Najee, he's a little hurt right now. But at some point, we gotta find the open hole. That is a big problem. That is why Najee isn't getting the production that he could be. He's just not finding the hole. And granted, last year he was playing with fucking with scrubs last year on the offensive line, like literally just the worst offensive line ever last year. So I get it. He in his head, it's drilled into his head that I gotta bounce it to the outside because I'm not getting any blocks. There's no holes. I gotta go to the outside. I gotta, do something. I gotta run straight into the defender and break the tackle because that's all I got. That's in his head. We ruined him. We ruined him last year. And so now he's just not finding the holes. We're running at one point they said he had 10 rushes for 20 yards. It's like that every game, isn't it? It really is. If we don't get Najee going in the passing, if we don't give him a couple, quick passes so he can actually, have open space to run in. If we don't develop that, Najee's cooked for the game. It's not happening. If we can't do that, every run he has is going to be for 2 yards. So yeah, I don't know. The Najee, and once again, I like Najee. I would really, prefer. I want the situation to be better. I want Najee to be getting ESPN and Bleacher Report posts. But when's the last he gets them for a stiff arm or whatever, or a hurdle? They'll be like, oh, eye emojis, Naj, look at this. He'll get a play, but I want a post Najee Harris, 20 attempts for 150 yards, what has that ever happened? It's never happened. I'm seeing fucking Saquon Barkley get these. I'm seeing Aaron Jones get these. All the top running backs in the league, which is where we think Najee is. That's where he's put. That's where he is. But he's not getting he's not getting the recognition because he's not having the games. It's not happening. It hasn't happened. I can name maybe 2 or 3 games where it was even a remotely good game. We're talking about games that we're just talking about just average ass games for most of the time. And granted, I said the offensive line, it's a connection, but at some point Najee has to look better. That it is what it is. So, and that was our first round pick. I don't know, man. I don't know. Who knows what that's going to turn into. Speaking of the offense, because look at this, guys. Look at this game. Look. I don't know. Did we end up scoring again? Who knows? But it was 37-3. It's time to let things out. It's time to really talk about some shit. On offense, Diontae Johnson. It's over. It's over, dude. I don't know how many times do we got to be man, you got to catch the ball. How many times do we have to do this? You're great. You're great, but you continuously drop the ball, bro. What? How am I supposed to defend this? Especially you got a rookie quarterback in his first start, and we're doing nothing to help him. Nothing. So Diontae, I don't know. You just got the 2-year extension. I don't know. We'll probably see that. We'll see that through, but I think it's over. We're not gonna re-sign you again because you're probably gonna want top receiver money again, and it's just not going to happen. Granted, you do have great, when you're not dropping the ball, you're very good. You're one of the best route runners in the league. You're fast. You can do it all. You can run every route. You're really good when you're not dropping the ball. You're really good. So I'm sure a team's going to take a chance on you. But I'm done watching it. And honestly, Diontae came at a time where it was the transition from Big Ben being really good and our offense being really good to where we are now. So getting rid of Diontae, that would, it strips us away from the team that we are right now because I do not want to be this team anymore. So Diontae, once again, you're pretty good, and we're not going to get rid of you immediately. So I'm going to need you to be, good for as long as you're here. But I don't know, man. I just don't think it's going to work out here. Maybe a change of situation is what you need to, because we can't just be dropping. We're in the red zone, 4th and 6. We're in the red zone, 4th and 6. You know, Kenny hits you right in the hands. Twice this happened. Twice this game. He hits you right in the hands. You drop it, going out of bounds. And then it happened in the middle of the field plays before. Again, you just go straight through your hands. That first throw was a little bad, though. That was when Kenny was just kind of like running and forcing it. But it hit him in the hands. Like, it was there. Like, you got to make the play. This is what we got to do. We got to make the plays. And right now, we got one playmaker. And his name, we got 1.5 because we got George Pickens, right? And then Pat Freiermuth, who, by the way, concussion protocol. If he's down too, like, we're fucked. We're absolutely fucked if Pat is gone too. So, yeah, we got like 1.5 playmakers on offense. Najee's he's a playmaker too, but unfortunately, like, it just doesn't, like, it never happens enough to where you can really categorize. Like, Najee's good for a stiff arm, but like he's stiff arming to get an extra 1 yard, and the extra 1 yard leaves us at 4th and 8. Like, it doesn't happen. Like, he's capable of it, but it's not happening. As of right now, the only thing is George Pickens and Kenny. That's really it on offense. The offensive line playing good too. James Daniels, do not want to forget this because I put it there. The only good thing on the offense I saw is when Damar Hamlin, by the way, fellow Pitman, Damar Hamlin, he hits Kenny kind of late. Where's the fucking flag? These refs, literally every quarterback gets that flag. Like, for you to not call that, like, do we have our eyes closed? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Whatever. So he hits Kenny late, and like everybody's like looking around like, well, are you kidding me? And then James Daniels comes flying in and just tosses Damar Hamlin down. Granted, he ended up on the Bills sideline. He got kind of jumped for a little bit, but like, it was a sign of life. Like, you can't just hit the quarterback like that. And I'm glad James Daniels did that, honestly. Like, you just don't hit Kenny like that, bro. So yeah, and it's cool. It's always fun to watch the offensive linemen stick up for the quarterback. So yeah, that was cool. And then Levi Wallace, I put him down because he had an interception. But like, whatever. We lost by 100 points. You should have had 10 more interceptions, dude. But like, Levi, it is cool. We're stripped thin at corner, but we have 3 injuries on corner. I think Cameron's gone, Witherspoon's gone, James Pierre is playing, and you know when James Pierre is playing, it's like, bruh, we're in a bad spot right now. So that was really it for the W game. L game, I put everyone because just everyone had a bad game. We got blown the fuck out. Once again, it might be the game ended. I'm not watching the end. I'll peep on Twitter what happened. You know, last time I did this though, funny enough, quick little story. Last time I like watched or stopped watching a game in the middle of it, it was the Browns and Steelers game where like Mason Rudolph got hit in the head with his helmet. That was the last time I like watched or stopped watching a game in the middle of it. So, you know, maybe that'll happen again. Who knows? But yeah, just not a good game. And right now, Tomlin, it's not looking so hot. It really, and granted, I love Tomlin. We're never going to fire him. This isn't me saying he's on the hot seat, but this is just me, you know, just watching the games and seeing what's going on right now. We're giving Bill Belichick all types of flack because Brady left and won a Super Bowl. We're giving Bill Belichick all types of flack for this. At some point, bro, like, no big bet. Like, what's going on, bro? We're 1-4. We're 1-4. What is going on right now? And like, we couldn't have won this game, but like, there was a few games where like the Jets game and the Patriots game, we could have won those games. We really could have won those games. And so we're just dropping games that, you know, we really shouldn't drop. And also, Mike Tomlin, speaking to you again, we're sending Boswell out down 25. That's what we're doing. That's what. But we paid for it. The football. Listen. If you guys like are atheists or whatever, you guys don't believe in God. Cool. But football gods are real. And if you needed any indication of that, all you had to do was watch the field goal attempts, because you're down by 70 points. Why are you kicking the ball? Fucking go for. We haven't scored a touchdown all game. We gotta try. We gotta, like, that's what we're talking. We're talking about not trying right now. We're not trying. We're sending Boswell out there down 100 million points to kick a field goal. And guess what? Both times missed. Because you know why? Because the football gods intervened and said, that's bullshit. You don't do that. You don't fucking do that. You don't do that. So that right there, it just sums it up perfectly. You can't send your kicker out there to kick down 100 points. You got to lead the team out there. Score a touchdown. How about that? Score a touchdown. Matt Canada. Almost forgot to say, I don't know if I forgot to say something about you, but now I'm here on the offense. Once again, we can't get a touchdown. Maybe it's Kenny's fault now. Maybe, we benched Mitch. Maybe it's Kenny's fault. It was Ben's fault. It was Mitch's fault. It was Kenny's fault. It's your fault. Matt, it is your fault. It is your fault. It is Deontay's fault because he can't catch the ball. It is Chase Claypool's fault because he's doing nothing out there. It's George Pickens' fault because he wasn't forcing the quarterback to throw to him for the first 3-4 games. That's your fault, George. Like, you should have got into the mind of Mitch Trubisky and made him look your way and made him throw you the ball. So George Pickens, it's your fault. It's Pat Fryermuth's fault. It's Pat Fryermuth's fault because he's not Gronkowski. It's his fault. It's his fault because he got hurt. Like, this is what we're talking about for Matt Canada. Like, you're terrible. We should fire him in the middle of the season. Bro, we haven't scored a touchdown. And maybe we did end up scoring. Like I said, I didn't finish the game. We might have scored a touchdown. But we didn't up until the point that I was watching. And guess what? Last week, it took us the whole first half to score a touchdown. The week before that, we got one in the first half, and then we didn't get another one for until the fourth quarter. The week before that, we didn't get one for the whole first half. The week before that, we didn't get one for the whole first half. What the hell is going on? Why? Why is, like, what? We're talking about PR problems. That we're genuinely talking about PR problems, and just make like the organizational look bad for firing a coach in the middle of the season. That is the only reason why Matt Canada is still allowed to travel with the team and be the actual offensive coordinator of the Steelers. The Steelers, one of the greatest organizations in football. This guy is just doing nothing. He's literally just doing nothing, just fucking around, just making a mockery of our team, bruh. We just got blown out. Blown out. I don't know, man. Matt Canada is horrible. He needs to go. Mike Tomlin, once again, I love Mike Tomlin, and we could go 0-16 10 times before I call for his job. But Mike Tomlin, it's not looking good. It really isn't. It really isn't. So I'm hoping this offseason we can get some signings. We can bring in some free agents. We can get some picks because we're horrible. We're terrible. We're literally in the realm of we're the worst team in football. And it's not the craziest thing to say it because we're 1-4. I think, is there a winless team? I don't think anybody, we're literally in the bottom. We're at the bottom, the ground. Like, the Jets are better than us. The Jets, the Jaguars. I don't know what they are. They're 1-4. I feel like they've had more exciting games to watch. Like the Jaguars, low-key, we're competing with them right now for who's the worst team. The Texans, we're with them right now. And I can't name 2-3 players on the Texans. They got Davis Mills, the running back who just had a good game. I literally just thought of his name, but I can't think of it now. But they got him, the running back, and that, bro, who is on the Texans? That's who we're competing with right now. We're horrible. We're terrible. And we're at the bottom of the AFC North because the Browns are making it a close game with the Chargers. And then the Ravens and Bengals are going to play. That means somebody has to win. We're at the bottom. This is horrible. And there's still a lot of time left. But based on what I've seen now, how can I not have bad thoughts about the rest of the season? I feel like this isn't crazy to say based on what they've shown me. This isn't crazy to say that we're just not very good right now. We're 5 games in, and we can't score points. We can't stop good teams from scoring points. That's it. We can't score, and we can't stop them from scoring. That's how you lose, and we're losing. We're 1-4, man. I feel like I'm rambling on. I don't know what else. Is there anything else I really should say about this game? It just the future. Next week we got Tom Brady. And this dude's going through a divorce, bruh. And nothing is going to bring this guy back to the good old days like getting to play the Steelers in some zone defense. We are going to get absolutely picked apart by Tom Brady and Mike Evans next week. So we're 1-4. Next week going to be 1-5. Because it's Tom Brady. We don't beat Tom Brady. It's just it is what it is. Next, and I think after that we got the Eagles, 1-6. I don't know, man. Maybe it's the Dolphins and Tua's not out. It's either the Eagles or Dolphins. Maybe we can sneak a win in that. But, we just stink. We suck. We absolutely suck. And we're not winning the Super Bowl. We're not. I've been like, holding out hope that maybe we can win the Super Bowl. We're not gonna win the Super Bowl. This just this isn't our year. Kenny, we roll into next year with Kenny. We keep Kenny. We keep George Pickens. Give Najee another chance. We have to keep Deontay by default. I wouldn't be like, what can we get for Deontay? No cap. What can we get for Deontay? Can we get a second? Can we get a third? What can we get for Chase? Because we're not using them. We're not using them. So why not just load up on draft picks, get some new players, just absolutely shred every remnants from this team besides, the TJs and Cam Haywards and, the really good players. Everything else, shred, fire both coordinators. Just fire them both. Fire them both. Fire Brian Flores. We're 1-4. Fire Brian Flores too. Get him out of here. Keep everybody but Tomlin and Dan Smith because he's chewing his gum. Boswell, maybe even fuck around and get rid of Boswell because I don't know, man. Boswell, I feel like there's been a lot of I love Boswell, and Boswell, don't listen to me. Please don't listen. This is so I sound objective. I don't really mean any of this, but like I just I can't be biased. So I feel like Boswell is just always missing kicks. I don't know, not always. Like he's very clutch, but like he's good for like a miss a game. And then it normally wasn't like that, but now it's like every game he's gonna miss at least one. I don't know, man. So we need to do something. We need to do something. So yeah, just strip the team, get new players, and let's reset. Let's try this again. I don't know, cause 2022 is starting to look like 2020, man. Like let's man, let's see what we're looking like in 2023. I don't know. I'm rambling though. Steelers fans, this has been the video. Peace out. See you next week with the Bucs game. Hopefully, we win. Probably won't, but hopefully. Peace out.